Hi, my name is J.P. Eggers, and this is the SMJ video abstract for my paper, Reversing Course, Competing Technologies, Mistakes, and Renewal in Flat Panel Displays. Imagine a firm that's an early entrant into a new industry featuring multiple competing and uncertain technological options. What happens to firms if they place a bet on what ends up being the losing technology? My prior research has suggested that switching from the losing technology to the winning technology is behaviorally difficult for organizations, but that if firms can switch, they can be very successful in the winning technology. This study explores how firms are able to switch through a deep case study of IBM's switch from plasma to LCD in the flat panel display industry. This chart shows both IBM's patenting in plasma in the blue and LCD in the pink in the lines, and the overall industry patent levels across the two technologies between the late 1960s and the early 1990s. What you can see from this chart is that IBM initially had largely been supporting plasma as a technology, but around the early 1980s, when firms realized that LCD was going to be the dominant technology and the dominant design, specific variety of LCD emerged as a real viable option, the industry switched to dramatically supporting LCD, and IBM was able to switch at around the exact same time, unlike most of their competitors who started in plasma, who never really made the transition to LCD. This paper seeks to explore how IBM was able to do this. Using a large volume of interviews, documents, and archival research, this research exposed and uncovered 7 key factors that allowed IBM to make this transition. Some of those factors helped the firm maintain basic research in LCD, even while the company was relatively committed to plasma, and some helped the firm overcome the decision-making biases that commonly emerge after failure. First, IBM had a hybrid R&D structure in terms of funding. They had centralized R&D, but required different product divisions to distribute small volumes of seed capital to novel internal projects that were still run through IBM's central R&D research. This internal market for R&D dollars allowed some continued investment in LCD, even when the company as a whole was supporting plasma. This point speaks to the potential for hybrid R&D structures, partly centralized and partly decentralized, to facilitate recovery from firm failure. Second, LCD supporters within IBM framed all of their discussions not about being around a technology, LCD versus plasma, but about being about the business case for flat panel displays and portable computers, which were seen as an important aspect of IBM's future strategic plan. This fostered a level of technological agnosticism that made switching relatively easy compared to other organizations. This also speaks to the importance of middle managers, not just in creating firm strategy, but in shaping the cognitive frames that managers use to understand the strategic options that face the firm. Overall, this study offers an in-depth view of recovery from failure, specific propositions about the factors that facilitated recovery, and an integrated framework of the recovery process at IBM.